Hey everyone, Malika Jackson, Bennett Realty Solutions. How are you? I am back for day 41 of our top 50 real estate terms in 50 days. Thank you for coming to my page once again. Thank you for rocking with your girl all this time with my real estate terms that I am enjoying so much. So today is day 41. I am going to talk about the disclosure package. So if you check my page, check yesterday. I kind of brought up the disclosure package and I had a light bulb that I should probably make this a term of the day. And I'm going to make it a term of the day because whether you're a seller or a buyer, you all have to at some point work with, address, read over, fill out a disclosure package. So let me tell you what it is. When you are getting ready to sell a house, you have a responsibility in most cases, and we'll talk about some of the exclusions for that. You have a responsibility in most cases to let the buyer know the history of this property. Now, if you've never lived there, you do have some exclusions for that. If it was an inherited property and you never lived there and you can't properly say what's going on with the house, or if it's an estate and you're selling a family member's home and you never lived there, or if it's been a rental property and you haven't lived there in a long time, the state says, well, you might not really be able to tell us actually what's going on with this property, so you can opt out. You are excluded from the disclosure package or the disclosure requirement. But most people have to do a disclosure. So it's a package of a couple different forms that tells a prospective buyer what is going on with this house. So you have a couple things in there. You have the inclusions exclusion sheet, which I talked about yesterday. It was my term of the day yesterday. And that tells a buyer what will and won't come with the house in terms of things like chandeliers or drapes or closet systems that some people sometimes are not sure about. That's in there. You do have a lead-based paint addendum, both a state and a federal, to let a prospective buyer know if this house was built in 74 or before or after, so they know whether to be concerned about lead-based paint or not. You have other addendums sometimes depending on like what counties you live in. Charles County has some specific ones. PG has specific ones. Montgomery has some specific ones. But like for instance, if you're in a place where like Baltimore County, they have these Baltimore County addendums where they have to disclose their plans for the city. Like all these places have different addendums. You may also have a dual agency addendum. We are required as agents to tell everyone we work with what a dual agency situation is, which is when the buyer and the seller are working for the same brokerage, so that broker is getting paid twice. It is legal, but it must be disclosed because maybe the buyer feels some kind of way about the broker getting paid twice. So the dual agency form is in there. There's also another form called the Understanding Whom Agents Represent form. And that's just a form to tell you, it's like officially saying who you're working with, who the agent is on paper, and what agency this agent works with, because you know you have to be disclosed, like who you're working with and who's responsible for getting you through this transaction. There's also, let's see, there's another form. There's an as-is addendum that may or may not be in there. There's one 4-page form that's actually 2 forms in one. The first part of it is 3 pages. The second part is 1 page. It's called a disclosure disclaimer statement. And a person can either disclose or disclaim, meaning they're going to tell you everything about the property. That's your disclosure. Or do a disclaimer, which tells you that it's as is. So you have a whole bunch of forms in that disclosure package. As a seller, you fill that out. You give it back to your agent. Your agent's going to prepare it for you. You fill it out, give it back to your agent, and your agent is going to upload it in the MLS so that when a buyer comes and they're searching through the MLS and they're looking for properties, they can look at the top, click the Documents tab, and it will open the disclosure package for them, and then they can read everything they want to know about this house before they write an offer. The buyer is supposed to be given that chance. Now, if you're the buyer, you go see a house you like, you're like, man, I like this place. Let me think about it. And that think about it time frame, your agent is supposed to get you that disclosure package. So you went into the house, you can afford the house, it fits your pre-approval amount, it's where you want to be, it has everything you want, you love the energy and all that. But this house has a history that you should know about. So you take the disclosure package home and you want to read over it as soon as you get stationary, because remember, we're in a robust market. You don't have a lot of time. Give me 2 and 3 days to make a decision. The house will be gone, right? So as soon as you get stationary and you get your mind right, you go through that disclosure package in detail. Make sure you're looking at everything. This is your first chance to see everything going on with this house so that you can decide if you want to write an offer yet, and ask your agent questions if you see something on there that you're not clear about, because there can be information on there about previous mold issues, termites, plumbing, electrical, asbestos. Like, it's so much on there that you should know about before you decide if you're going to buy this house. So that's it. That is our disclosure package. It is available on most properties, almost all of them. There are some exceptions, but most of the time, if you're a seller, you will be asked to fill out a disclosure package. If you're a buyer, you will have the opportunity to read over your disclosure package to see if this house is right for you. And then there's, once you read over it, you sign it and you send it in with your offer to say, I have read the disclosures and I'm ready to buy. Okay. All right. So that's it. That's day 41 of our top 50 real estate terms in 50 days. I will see you back tomorrow for day 42. And please, 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 if you have any real estate terms you're not sure about, send them to me and my team. We've been discussing what terms we're going to cover. We will cover it for you, explain it, talk about it, elaborate upon it in hopes that we can help you and those you know and love. And if you need to buy, do it soon. As you know, I've been saying forever, rates are going up. Come the summertime, you're going to see higher interest rates. And if you're planning on selling, the market is doing a little bit of a shimmy. It's shifting a little bit. You might want to sell while you can still get top dollar. So let me give you our team, Jackson team phone number so you can reach out to us, 202-810-3730. Reach out to us right away. Don't wait. Things are changing. My transaction coordinator will pick up and get you to me so we can schedule a consultation for you. Okay, that's it. That's day 41. I'll see you tomorrow for day 42. Okay, bye.